we're trying to accommodate innovation, we try to help and support it, but we also have to understand it. That's why events like that with EIF are really important, because we have the Commission and members of the European Parliament with the industry and the developers to understand the potential and make sure that we can protect citizens without stopping innovation at all.
The European Commission and its task force on fintech's approach to blockchain is very much an enabling and pro-innovation one. We're starting with raising our competence level on blockchain with a blockchain observatory and forum in collaboration with the European Parliament, which should be going live early in 2018, bringing together member states and stakeholders to look at specific use cases. Obviously, there are issues of governance, scaling, application of EU privacy and other laws to the blockchain, but we think that we can find solutions which are often sector specific if you're looking at finance, if you're looking at energy, if you're looking at health, and we look forward to continuing to work together with the European Parliament and other stakeholders to make sure that this technology rolls out early and successfully in Europe.
At the beginning, I think many regulators always try to keep their hands off, to kind of let the market do it themselves. I think one thing that regulators are forgetting is when you are hands off, when there's no line in the sand, you don't know what's black and what's white. And this is really dangerous, especially because it doesn't allow large companies that are very risk averse to come in, because that's what allows them to know this is what's black and that's what's white. I think a very good example was Japan, who legalized Bitcoin. Initially, there was a big dip because the market got insecure. But then actually it went really fast up because suddenly all these big players can come in. And it doesn't matter if it's cryptocurrencies, ICOs, blockchain in general. I think any regulator needs to step forward if they want their region to flourish.
Technology is always leading, always, and then the regulation follows together with the society understanding, and especially in a complex technology like blockchain, it's important not to over-regulate at the beginning, because ultimately that suppresses all innovation. And with the regulatory arbitrage being a reality today, it's important that we all understand on a global level what actually can or cannot be done with this technology. At the moment, regulation should focus on people understanding what this technology is all about, make sure the government, the regulators, the bureaucrats, everybody understands what the potential is with this, and the potential is huge, and then start really, as things progress and as things become more clear, start regulating them on a global scale and globally, and not in an isolated way, country by country, because by definition, blockchain technology doesn't know any borders, and so the standards and the regulations should actually follow that principle and be a global standard, ultimately.
Education is extremely important for decision makers and events that happen like here today, and to avoid regulatory intervention in too early stage, the decision makers have to get that sort of education and foster experimentation.
I think the EU has an opportunity to engage with industry leaders and to engage with some of the, I would say, the governments around Europe who are super interested in trying to put real use cases into deployment and test. I think if the EU misses this opportunity, then there is a chance that it won't come around again, that the opportunity to learn will be missed, and certainly that some of their member states might just work on their own in isolation. And therefore, that would become a less coherent approach. And I guess the learnings and that ability to build up a pool of knowledge within the European Union could be something that passes by. So I would urge the European Union to engage, to test, to try it, and to be brave.